15 seconds.
Okay, a very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Rimsey, and I will be the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all for the 157th meeting of the BKC Fireflies Toastmasters. Before starting off the meeting, I would like to mention three ground rules that we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. First, please do not talk about sex, religion, and politics. Second, if you're not speaking, please put yourself on mute. Third, please turn off your video camera if you're stepping off of the meeting. Also remember to rename yourself as your role, followed by your name. As a Toastmaster Club, our mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, I announce the meeting has opened and would like to welcome our wonderful Toastmaster, Nidhi Jajra.
I don't believe Nidhi's here yet. So what you can do is you can continue chatting with us and kill some time while Nidhi joins, or you can hand it over to me. Your choice.
Let me try. Do we have any guests today?
Uh, I don't. I mean, everybody's here as a guest, but they are also taking up roles. So, but you can chat with say Ritika or Shubhayan.
Uh, okay, great. Hi, Ratika. Could I talk to you for some time, maybe?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Sure. Great. How long have you been a Toastmaster? Are you like deciding if you want to join?
No, actually, I recently joined. I think this is my sixth session, and I have
Great.
already taken up all the auxiliary roles.
Okay,
On my second day itself, I have started taking all the roles.
that's amazing. That's more work than I've done so far. I don't think it's my sixth meeting yet. I think also our Toastmaster Nidhi is here, so we can hand it over to her. Great.
I've asked Nidhi to turn on the video, so we just give
Okay,
her
sure.
a second. There she is. Okay, spotlight. Nidhi, over to you.
So, very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest members. Here we are opening our meeting. As a presiding officer, I welcome you all to the another meeting of our BKC Fireflies Toastmasters. Our club has created a warm, friendly, and a supportive environment as we gather each alternative weeks to fulfill our missions to provide a supportive and a positive learning. Uh, Positive learning experiences in which our members are empowered with to develop a communication and the leadership skills, resulting them to build a greater confidence and a personal growth. Our mission for this derives is to be a place of develop a community where aspiring speakers and leaders come to learn and proven orators and uh, interpret the pioneers continue to grow and share their wisdom. So, as each meeting, we have a theme, and here tonight, the theme for today is the theme for today meeting is wonders and awe of the life, and our TMOD is none other than Toastmaster Kashif. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Kashif as a TMOD to take over the stage.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, welcome you all to today's session. My name is Kashif, and I am the Toastmaster for today. Today's theme is very close to my heart. And the theme, as Nidhi mentioned, is that how can we live a life of wonder and awe? We will discuss this. Children know this instinctively. They are always so happy and they experience every moment. If you have looked at a child, then you know that they are firmly grounded in the present moment. They are not thinking about their past, or they're not thinking about an uncertain future. They are right here. And they can be said to be truly alive. They teach us what it means to be truly alive. For them, life is full of wonder, because when we are present in this moment, then we pay attention to things. We notice things around us. We notice how beautiful things can be. But sadly, as we grow old, we lose this ability. Adults lose this ability to really live a life of wonder. We lose the sense of wonder. So today, I want to ask all of you that how can we go back, or is it really possible to go back to that, to being a child and to live that life of wonder and awe? And that's what we are going to discuss today. I think what we have to do is that we have to become more aware, we have to become more alert of the things around us, and we have to start listening to what the universe is trying to tell us. So this may sound a little odd, what the universe is trying to tell us, but let me share a few examples from my own life. So recently I was trying to write a poetry which is about the circularity of time, and I was not sure if I should write it or not. So earlier this week, I was playing with my daughter, and she mentioned Bear, because Masha and the Bear is one of her favorite series, children's series. And so I paid attention to that. Then after a while, she was coloring. She was doing her exercise in a coloring book, and I fell asleep. And when I got up, that is the first thing. The bear is the first thing that I noticed, an image of the bear on the coloring book. Again, finally, we were reciting from her book in the evening, and there it was again, the image of the bear. Now, this could be coincidence, but now I'm at a stage in life where I don't believe in coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. And so I thought, I remembered that there is a book which I had read recently, which is called The Bear, and it is on my bookshelf. So I went to my bookshelf, I picked up the book, I went to the last page where the reviews are written, and one of the reviews said that this book paints a picture of time as circular, and it tells us about the beauty and the wonder and the marvelousness of creation. And so it became very clear to me that I should continue and I should write that poem. Let me give you another example. There's this another book which found its way to my bookshelf, which is called Write Me a Love Story. It's a romantic novel, teenage romantic novel. It should never be on my bookshelf, but my wife got it because it was distributed free in their office. And so she got it, she put it there. Now that book definitely didn't belong on my bookshelf. So I asked her that, can you please throw it away? Due to some reason, she did not do that, and it continued to remain despite me reminding her several times. So finally, again, I think maybe 2 days back, I again asked her that, can you please throw it away? So finally, she took the book and she went and put it near the dustbin. And when our maid came, she again picked up the book from there and she put it back on the bookshelf. There was a message for me again that this book has something to tell me. And so I picked up the book. I went to a random page, and the last line on the page was that there is no escaping love. And I was struggling in writing that poetry, and I found the next line of that poem and I used it, except that I changed the last word. There is no running away from gravity, because that's what I was writing about at the time. Okay, one final example, and then I will stop. So I was driving and I stopped at a traffic signal, and there is an old lady who came up to me, asked me for some money. I looked in my wallet. There were only 500 rupee notes in my wallet. And so I could not bring myself to part with a 500 rupee note. And so the signal turned green and I drove off. And as I was driving off, I got this realization that this 500 rupee note is much more important for her than it is for me. By then it was too late, but I was sure that this was a lesson for me for the future. If I am in that situation again, I would easily be able to part with that money. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I can keep on going. There are many, many more examples. But the thing is that now I live my life like this. I'm very alert. I try to be as alert as possible and aware of the surroundings. And I'm always trying to see what the universe is trying to tell me. A few years ago, this would have been an icky line for me that the universe is trying to tell me something. But when you see it in your life, you have to believe it. And the final point is that this is the first step in cultivating the wonder and awe of life. And I will continue, and I will also tell you about a 3-step process which we can all use to further cultivate this sense of wonder and awe and go back to being a child. But before I do that, I will stop here and so that we can start our meeting. For the benefit of the guests, let me explain the format of a typical Toastmaster meeting. So a typical Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first part is the prepared speeches round, where the speakers, experienced Toastmasters who have prepared their speeches, they will come here and they will deliver those speeches. The second round is the table topics round, where we put you on the spot. We give you a topic and we ask you to speak on the topic impromptu. That is the most fun round of the meeting. And then there's a third round, which is the evaluation round, where again, experienced Toastmasters evaluate the speeches given in the first round. So that is the format of a typical Toastmaster meeting. And to conduct this meeting in a smooth and seamless manner, there is a team of role bearers who will be helping me. And that team is known as the tag team. It has the timer, our counter, and the grammarian. And I will be calling them one by one to come and explain their role to you, starting with the timer for today. So can I please invite Rakesh to come and explain his role to you? Please help me welcome Rakesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kasif. I am the timer of the day. My name is Rakesh, and I will be taking the count of time taken during all the role which we are playing during the today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Kasif.
Thank you, Rakesh. The next role bearer is the R counter, and the R counter for today is, Sai, can you remind me who's the R counter?
Rahul.
Rahul. Hi, Rahul,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank
Can you please
Thank you.
explain?
Good evening. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Kashif, and good evening, all fellow Toastmasters, and welcome to guests. As an accounter, my role is very specific today. I have to see that whatever you use as a word, it should not be either long words or long pause or filler words like so, well, and, but, or it should not be some sounds or filler sounds like Also, we will keep a special watch on the long pauses or the interjections which have been used inappropriately at particular sentence. This is a whole exercise from the perspective of improving the listening as well as the speaking skill. Listening more for me, particularly while doing it, but for all others also included, and speaking skills. Once I called on by the Toastmaster of the Day, I will also give my report. The report will say the name, and then there will be specific activities and the number of times it was repeated or used. So that's the general format. Thank you, and back to Toastmaster of the day, Mr. Kasif.
Thank you, Rahul. The next role bearer is the grammarian, and the grammarian for today is Toastmaster Ritika. So, Toastmaster Ritika, can you please explain your role to all the participants?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. So, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Ritika and I am the grammarian for today's meeting. As a grammarian, my responsibility is to listen to everything and note down any particularly effective uses of grammar or grammatically incorrect speech. As the grammarian, it is also my task to present the word of the day. So, for today's meeting, the word is ebullient. I'm repeating, ebullient, which means enthusiasm, confident, and full of energy. Now, an example of using the word is the award winner was in an ebullient mood at the dinner party. Second, her father was a lawyer, an ebullient man who collected paintings. So every speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will give my grammarian's report and word of the usage when called upon. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Ritika. Now we will move on. So we were discussing about how we can cultivate as a child, as children have, how we can cultivate this sense of wonder and awe. And I was going to tell you about a 3-step process which can help all of us to be more more in this state of wonder. So the first stage is faith. What helps and what has helped me is to have faith in something bigger than ourselves. It can be a God, it can be a benign universe, or anything else. Because if we can believe in a power, something which is bigger than us, then we can also believe that it is giving us signs, it is helping us in our day-to-day life. And that's something bigger, it is like gravity. And that is what the poem I was writing about was about, gravity, that there is gravity. We cannot see gravity, but it is there. And if we have faith in it, then we will feel the pull of gravity. So that's the first thing, faith. The second thing is creative expression. It helps if we are creative. And I firmly believe this, that we are all artists. I have said this before also, that we are all born to create something. And if you are artist, if you're already an artist, it's great. But if not, it is never too late to start. I myself started this journey when I was 40 years. And that was a couple of years back. For me, it has been great. The faith and the art kind of reinforce each other, because the art becomes better, or it comes out of faith, and faith in turn leads into and strengthens art, and art strengthens the faith. So both of these kind of reinforce each other. That's the second thing. And the third thing is that when we have both of these things, faith and creative expression, we are always looking for inputs. As an artist, if it becomes a daily practice to create something, or be on that way to create something, we will always be looking for inputs, material, subjects for our art. And then we will be forced to look at clues everywhere. And that is what I have been doing. Even if I'm walking on the streets, I am paying attention to everything that comes within my circle of vision. Even if I go to a place that I go every day, there is always something new to notice. And finally, there are new places we can all go to. In the last 2 months, in my 11 years in Mumbai, I have been to the Jahangir Art Gallery for the second time. I went to the Shivaji Museum for the first time. And the best place to notice art is really on the streets, just with our eyes and ears open. Because when we are noticing things, when we are paying attention, when we are listening, we will find those clues all around us. So that is my recipe or my prescription for how we can develop more wonder and more awe in our life. And with that, we come to an end of the TMOD part, and we will begin our meeting with the prepared speeches. Now, the first speech today is The Icebreaker by Rimsi. But before I call on Rimsi for the icebreaker, can I please request her evaluator, Manoj, to please provide us the evaluation guidelines for her speech.
Happy evening, each one of you. It being an icebreaker will be for a time of 4 to 6 minute timer to note. The purpose of this icebreaker is to reveal oneself, talk about oneself, create well-structured content. I repeat, the well-structured content to speak about your own self. So that's what the speaker is going to do. With that, over to TMOD of the day, Toastmaster Kasif.
Thank you, Manoj. Rimsi, can you see the timer cards?
I can, yeah.
Okay, Rimsi, a little about me. A little about me, Toastmaster Rimsi.
Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Rimsi, and I've been looking forward to today for a very long time. Today is my Toastmasters icebreaker speech, and I hope by the end of it, you will all know me a little better. Who knows, maybe you'll even want to be best friends with me. However, before I begin, let me ask you this. Imagine if you, along with half of your friends, were cats and the other half of your friends were squirrels. Would you be willing to learn their squirrel ways of communicating, to have conversations with them, or would you be satisfied with a little nod of acknowledgement every time you pass each other? Let me tell you what I would choose to do. I would choose to talk with everyone, whether it be in my animal world or out in our real world. I want to be able to speak, to be able to express my thoughts and ideas, and to be able to connect with as many people around me as possible. Isn't it wonderful how we as humans have the power to speak? And wouldn't it be such a shame if we still couldn't express ourselves? Languages are a way to do just that, and English, being a widely used one, allows me access to so many incredible people all around the world. For a person like me, the Toastmasters Club felt like the perfect place, a community where I can not just improve my skills, but also have fun conversations with incredible, like minded people and in a supportive environment. I look forward to growing and evolving as a Toastmaster and a person in this club. As much as I would want to keep speaking about my love for communication, with the limited time that I have today, let me tell you about some of my other interests as well. I enjoy doing a number of things because what is a quote that so many of us love and repeat all the time? Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. And so I figured the most efficient way for me to tell you all about all of my interests was by simply listing them out. I love playing sports. Some of the ones I dearly enjoy include badminton, football, tennis, surfing, and skiing. I also have the best time when I participate in activities that have anything to do with water. So, swimming, snorkeling, and kayaking are a few that make me super happy. Growing up around sports taught me leadership, communication, and the importance of having a strong team chemistry, due to which building strong connections with people around me is something I then brought with me in my adult life. Besides sports, I thoroughly enjoy gardening, cooking, painting, playing board games, eating, reading, pretty much anything you could think of. One could say I'm ebullient when it comes to trying different things. Historical fiction is my favorite genre, and authors like Khalid Hosseini and Marjan Kamali are some that I deeply resonate with. Their books like The Kite Runner and The Lion Women of Tehran left lasting impressions on me and truly transformed me as a person. One of the reasons I was so excited to join the Toastmasters Club was to have the opportunity to interact with so many people who love books just as much as I do. Hopefully, with some incredible recommendations over the course of time, I will be able to have fun and talk and interact with all you wonderful Toastmasters. The Toastmasters Club will be a new adventure for me, where, like any other, I hope to learn and discover my path through various challenges that I'm presented with. I am also grateful to be a part of this club, and during my time here, I hope I can not just work on myself and improve my skills, but also help my fellow Toastmasters discover their strengths. Thank you all for listening to me so patiently. Over to you, Toastmaster Kashif.
Thank you, Rimsi, for that insightful speech. I think we really got to know about you, about your hobbies, and that was an excellent icebreaker. Definitely did not feel like that was the first speech you were giving. So kudos to you. We will now move on to our next speaker, who is none other than Sandhya. But before I call upon Sandhya, let me call upon Sandhya's evaluator, Shubhayan, to please provide us the speech guidelines.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Kasif. Good evening, everyone. As part of her Pathways journey in Strategic Relationships, Level 2, Project 3, Toastmaster Sandhya will be presenting a speech reflecting on her experiences as a protege. The objective of this project is for her to share insights from her time as a protege, giving us a glimpse into how mentorship has shaped her journey. We'll be looking forward to an inspiring narrative delivered with her characteristic style. So, with that, I now hand the virtual stage back to our ebullient Toastmaster of the day. And best of luck to my target speaker.
Thank you. Sandhya, you can see the timer screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see.
Sandhya, 3 mentors of my life. 3 mentors of my life, Sandhya.
Our chief want in life is somebody who will make us do what we can. That is, to have a mentor. Toastmasters, I have been very blessed to have multiple mentors in various different stages of my life. My mother was my first mentor who always encouraged me to push my boundaries, especially when it came to academics. In my second mentor I met during my undergraduation, who was Professor Shobha Ghosh, who happened to teach one of those less important subjects in college, like foundation course, which I'm sure a lot of you might have had. But the impact that she left on my life has been extremely profound. She motivated me to be independent, to not to be afraid of taking unconventional paths, and most importantly, to be confident in being myself. After I got out of college, during my master's, I met Professor Hatekar, who was one of my teachers. Over the years, I went on to do a PhD, and he became a co-supervisor for my PhD. And as destiny would have it, today we work in the same organization, in the same team. Professor Hatekar, as a supervisor, as a teacher, and as a colleague, has always made me push my boundaries. He brought out the best in me and made me realize the strengths I had, which I would have never realized otherwise. Now, you might be wondering, who among these three mentors has been the most impactful mentor according to me? My answer would be none of the above. Because I personally feel that the most impactful mentors of my life have not been real people, but the mistakes that I have made in my life. And today I would like to talk about three mistakes that I made in my life, which in hindsight have turned out to be the three most impactful mentors of my life. My first mistake was in the social front. I used to be a person who would get carried away by sweet talks, especially by so-called friends. I once had such a friend in college who would sweet talk and get a lot of things done by me for her. My mother multiple times warned me against continuing with that friendship, but I, being naive, ignored all her warnings. And as life would have it, this friend suddenly disappeared from my life once she realized that I would be of no use to her. The lesson that I learned from this social mentor of my life was that always take your time to make friends. Observe people's intentions, their actions, their words, and only then take the next step towards friendship. Because true friendships are those where there is reciprocity, at least to some extent. If you are being used, it is time to throw that relationship in that bin which says, use me. My second mistake was in the professional front. I've mostly been an above average to a good student, but also grossly underestimated my abilities when it came to my profession. So when it came to choosing my university to do my master's, I remember that I would browse the websites of so many different universities and then tell myself, no, this university is not going to accept you. You are not good enough for this. But today, when I see around myself so many people with abilities just equal to mine or even a little less than mine, having graduated from those very universities that I rejected before even actually getting rejected, made me realize that I should have not underestimated myself then. After all, the biggest failure is to not even make an attempt to succeed. Today, I show the courage to approach people, to apply to jobs, even if they may look unreachable when I read the websites. And I must say, I have succeeded in getting hired in companies that I first thought that would never hire me only because I had underestimated myself. So I have tried and I have pushed the envelope of my efforts to succeed. My third and final mentor of my life, and this is the most recent one, has been on the financial front. I'm earning for over a decade now. But in spite of being trained as an economist, I have never been a financial planner. My earnings for most of my life have been sitting idle in the savings account of my bank. One fine day, turned up my mentor, a cyber criminal, thanks to whom I lost a large chunk of all my savings. One second. The experience of being a victim of cyber fraud taught me that it is essential to plan one's finances and diversify them to keep them safe from cyber frauds. So today, I have a financial planner who helped me plan my financial investments. So Toastmasters, the three mistakes of my life on the social, financial, and professional front have turned out to be the most impactful mentors of my life because I, as a prodigy, decided to learn from those mistakes rather than them. Toastmaster of the day, who has been the most impactful mentor of your life?
Actually, most of my mentors, like you, have been people who are not present in my life. And I have read their books, I have listened to their talks. I would say the mentor who started it all was Anthony DeMello when I read his book Awareness. and I gave it on this for my Secret Santa. I presented that book to Tahir. But there are many others. So that was an excellent speech. It reminded me of stand-up comedy routine which I heard about from Kevin Hart. And he started by saying that we don't wake up one fine day that today I'm going to fuck up. Sorry, make mistake. But mistakes happen, right? And the only thing that we need to do is to learn from those mistakes, right? That's a mistake only if we do not learn from that mistake. Otherwise, it's not a mistake because we did not make that mistake knowingly. Nobody wakes up thinking that today we are going to fuck up. Okay, so with that, we have come to an end of the prepared speeches round. Now we will move on to the next round, which is the most fun round. I look forward to this round. And to conduct this round, which is the table topics round, we have Toastmaster Bhuvi. So over to you, Toastmaster Bhuvi, for the table topics round.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Kashif. It's a beautiful topic, I think, especially being around the time of New Year's. We all believe in the power of resolutions and dreaming. I think the fervor is very much there. So, yeah, I've tried to choose topics which are close to the theme. Before I begin, I would like to explain what table topics are for our guests. Table topics enables people who are coming on to the lectern to develop the skills of impromptu speaking or speaking on the spot. Because when you are given a topic, a person is forced to quickly organize and express their thoughts. A good way of planning a table topic speech, especially for the benefit of all of our guests, is to think of having an opening, a body. We should have one or two pros or cons against the topic, and a conclusion. So, without further ado, I would like to kick off the table topic session. But before that, I would like to ask the timer to share the timing guidelines for table topics.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhuvi. And for that, this table topic speakers, the maximum limit for the speeches will be 2 minutes. I will be showing 3 cards: green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes.
And disqualification is there at 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh. So I will like to invite for some volunteers. You can just volunteer by raising your hand.
I can go ahead, Toastmaster Bhuvi.
Okay, all right. Toastmaster Manoj, let's kick off our table topic session with you. And the topic for you is...
Wait, let me make sure I can spotlight him. Give me 1 second. I don't see him anymore. What happened? Wait. Go ahead, Bhuvi.
All right. So, Toastmaster Manoj, your topic is, you have the option to choose one thing for 2025. Happiness, money, success, or fame. Which will you choose and why? I repeat, you have to choose one: happiness, money, success, or fame. Which will you choose and why? Toastmaster Manoj.
Happy evening, each one of you. With that whiz, I did express my wish. If I had to choose among happiness, money, success, or fame, I choose happiness. Now coming to why. I have come across all these aspects in my own life. My existence of 58 years on the lap of motherhood, I have had enough of money. Enough. When I say enough, I remain away from money nowadays. If somebody offers me, I said, it's okay. I don't require anything more. In fact, today morning I appeared for an interview. July this year, I'll be retiring from my service. Got an interview. They said, we'll be paying you this much. I said, I don't require money. You just keep me over there. So that's about money. Then coming to success. I have seen success, I have seen failure. They're part of the life. Fame, I have seen fame whenever I did better. I did achieve fame. But happiness is something which is ingredient, something integral to my personality. And most often, I have forgotten to remain happy. Haven't you all seen small kids that 24 into 7 happy, always gleaning away to glory? But as I'm growing up, I've forgotten how to be happy, how to smile. So I need to go back to that. To go back to that, I need to forgo all this. Money, fame, success. Yes, my bucket list in 2025 is zero. And to go back to that zero, to go back to my old self. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj, for that beautiful speech on choosing happiness. While I think we all took away something from that. Next, I would like to call upon one of our guests, guest Suneet. Yes. So I will also like to encourage all people who are giving to table topics to use the word of the day, ebullient, which means full of confidence, full of enthusiasm. So, Suneet, your table topic is I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Guess Suneet, over to you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sunit. I live in Powai in Mumbai. So my topic is, ma'am, could you please repeat what was the
I
topic?
believe I can fly.
So for 2025, I have so many resolutions that I could not achieve in 2024, and I believe I can go forward and achieve in 2025. So I'm preparing myself for that. And uh, one of those things is to improve my communication. So that's why I am here. I want to improve my English speaking skills and being able to communicate in front of many people. So I think this will add a range to my personality. I'll be able to express myself. I think I have the talents that I require to succeed in achieving my goals. And this is one thing that will give me a boost in achieving my goals. Yeah. And and yes, I believe in my abilities. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Suneet. Very encouraging to hear that you are basically trying to achieve the goals that you set out for yourself in 2024 and attempting again with a positive mindset of, I believe I can fly. It was a good, I think, topic for you to reinforce your goals for the year. The next, I would like to invite Aryan. Yes.
Hi everyone.
So, Aryan, your topic is describe a situation in your life in which serendipity has occurred. Serendipity refers to the occurrence of events by chance and in a beneficial way, right? So something just comes together without any intention to a positive effect. And you basically have to describe a situation in your life in which serendipity occurred. In case you can't think of one, make something up. So over to you, serendipity, Aryan.
To answer this, I think first we have to evaluate why things occur. Why things occur at the first hand. I think things occur to make us better, to improve ourselves. I read a book a year ago named Atomic Habit, in which it is written that improve yourself 1% every day, and you will see a very big change at the end of, let's say, a month. And if you continue this for a year, it will change a very, very big change. So if something occurs, first of all, we have to accept that if something bad and anything that occurs in our life, there must be a reason for that. So serenity for me occurred when I joined my current college, which is Traditional Social Sciences. Because when I joined this college, I meet various saving individuals that help me excel my knowledge, and especially my mentors that taught me so well that currently I've done my first internship successfully, and my organization is very happy with me, and I'm looking forward to go for my second internship. And with that said, I want to say that serenity is occur because there must be some reason. So be positive in life. Thank you.
Thank you, Aryan. Very, very motivating to hear that. Next, I would like to call upon Marutesh.
Is I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Marutesh, your table topic is goals are dreams with deadlines. Goals are dreams with deadlines. Marutesh.
Yeah, I really agree that goals and dreams have a deadline because if we don't have deadline, definitely we will procrastinate our goals. And also the goals should have in the right time, because many people don't know what is life, how life pass, and what is my future. Only most of the people will not know. When they come to know about their goals, dreams, they might lose their opportunity. Even I also, in student day, I didn't have any goals, dreams, and fortunately, I realized in very early age, and I focus on my goal. Now I am in a better way. If I would have focused in my right age, I would be still more better. Like that, goals and dreams will have deadline. Then only can be achieved, in my opinion. Thank you. Back to the tabletop master.
Thank you, Marutesh. Very wise words. I think it's very important to have goals, because only when you have goals do you have something to measure yourself against. So definitely, I think I take that back. Important to have goals so that you can at least, figure out whether you succeed or fail. Next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Sai for the table topic. So, Toastmaster Sai, this is a this is a specifically chosen topic for you, which I'm taking the liberty of therefore calling you. Your table topic is: you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. You are never too old to set a goal or dream a new dream. Toastmaster Sai.
Did you know that Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, was founded by Colonel Sanders when he was in his mid-60s? After multiple attempts at entrepreneurship, he finally was able to start a successful company like KFC in his mid-60s, and it was successful. He became a very rich person at the back of that. It is a cliche nowadays that age is just a number. As I'm aging, I'm also realizing that it's not really just a number. Your brain does change, your interest in pushing yourself changes, but the dreams are always there. The dreams that you started your life with, the dreams of traveling the world or succeeding in your career, all those dreams are still there. The means to get to them, which earlier when you were younger was all pushing and pulling and putting effort, may change a little bit. You might be more strategic about how you achieve your goals, but age gives you the wisdom to pursue your dreams in a way that works best for you as an individual, which could also mean recalibrating your goals and saying, okay, career success was earlier a designation or a bank balance. Now it is career satisfaction, which is equally important, and that's still a successful career if you're satisfied with your job and your career. Just like what Toastmaster Manoj said about his career, that money doesn't matter, being part of a team does. So all those things change, but who you are as a person, all the goals that you have as a person are still there. Your tactics change, your destination doesn't, and that's what makes aging so revealing. It reveals character more than you think. And I'm hoping that all of us live to a long, healthy life, and we are able to see this change in ourselves and appreciate the fact that while the core of us hasn't changed, the packaging has changed a little bit, the mindsets have changed, and that is a very revealing and pleasant experience to go through. I'm hoping all of us get that, including you, Toastmaster Bhuvi, for putting me on the spot about age. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sai. Of course, I think Toastmaster Sai, you've taken on a new journey as a stand-up comedian, and it is something that I, for one, really admire. I don't think it's an easy goal, but yeah. So I will like to choose. How much time do we have, timer? How many topics can we do?
We are already, I think, at 7:53. So maybe we can do it by one or two topics till 8.
Okay, all right. So I will call Tulsi, our guest Tulsi, to the next table topic.
Yeah.
So Tulsi, your topic is shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you land among the stars. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you land among the stars. Tulsi.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. So my topic is shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you land among the stars. So, like this phrase, it means You should always aim high. You should always dream big, and you should not fear you should not fear failure. And we should set an ambitious goal, obviously, and from a very childhood, and we should always aim high, and we should be determined, and we should take footsteps to achieve that goal. But and if we miss it, or we will obviously face failures, and we'll miss it, we'll, or maybe might feel disheartened. It is obvious. You should we should strike hard, and we should move forward, and we should always aim high and reach that goal, reach that pinnacle of our life. Like even there are like many examples, like Thomas Alva Edison. He tested, before making that bulb, he tested like he did 1000 experiments, and he failed in all of them. But still he was confident enough, and at last he was determined, and he made the electric bulb. Just like him, we can also be we can take inspiration, and we can be like the Thomas Alva Edison of in our life as well, and follow his footsteps, and follow and make our own footsteps, and reach that pinnacle of our life. Thank you.
Thank you, Tulsi. I think that was a very inspirational story about Edison having tried 1,000 times before he. Timer, one more topic, or do we have to end table topics now?
I think we can do one more because the speakers are ebullient, and we can do one because still we have some time.
Okay, all right. So, with a show of hands, would anybody want to go? Okay, all right. Evaluated to Toastmaster Shubhayan. So, Toastmaster Shubhayan, your table topic is manifestation. Strategy for success or garbage? Manifestation. Strategy for success or garbage? Toastmaster Shubhayan.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Imagine waking up each morning, staring at a vision board and envisioning your dreams into the universe. Now, some call this manifestation, which people think is a surefire strategy for success. Others, well, they call it garbage. But here's the thing, manifestation isn't magic. It's not about sitting on your couch and building castles in the air while you're yourself doing nothing. It's about aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. So when you are visualizing success, you ignite a spark of belief. And belief is a very contagious thing. It makes you ebullient, radiating energy that attracts opportunities a lot. So let me ask you this. Have you ever achieved something simply because you couldn't stop thinking about it? Was it luck, hard work, or the power of your thoughts? Of course, not everything is about manifestations. Some can argue that it's a placebo effect, or maybe even worse, a distraction from your real efforts. Ultimately, the manifestation lies in what you do with it. You pair your dreams with discipline, and you might just turn garbage into gold. Thank you. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubhayan. That was beautiful. I love the ending, that if you work hard enough, you may be able to turn garbage into gold. Very interesting alliterative use of language. Okay, I think with that we will wrap up our table topics session. I'm very tempted to ask the timer once again whether I have time, but I think I should wrap it up because I've already asked him twice. So with that, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhuvi. That was indeed a very interesting table topic session. Table topic session is usually interesting, but when we have such interesting topics, I think it becomes even more interesting. So thank you for conducting it in a very nice way with very interesting topics. Now we have come to an end of the second round, and we will move to the third and the final round. And the third and the final round will be conducted by the general evaluator for today, who is Nidhi. Toastmaster Nidhi, over to you.
Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This is one of the most interesting segments as we come to an end where we'll all will surely be benefited by learning from one or at least the 2 pointers we'll get from our evaluators. For the benefits of members and the guest, I'm the general evaluator and I conduct this evaluation portion for our meeting. I will be calling on a team to assist me with giving a feedback to our speakers. I will evaluate the entire meeting as well as the end. So help me welcome the first evaluator, Toastmaster Manoj, to evaluate the speech given by none other than our icebreaker speech performance by Toastmaster Rimsey.
Happy evening, each one of you again. You know what an icebreaker is? It's a special designed ship used in the poles. Break that ice so that other ships can pass through. And today, the speaker, should I say, ebullient speaker, ebulliently did that. When I say ebulliently did that, let me prove it. Toastmaster Rimsey, you had wonderful facial expression accompanied with apt gestures, and the content was carved with care. When I say carved with care, it had a lot of elements that made the audience know you better. You talked about your sporting events that you like. You didn't forget to tell us about the books that you have read, few of them, and how hooked you are into books. And you want to learn from every one of us. Few other suggestions to improve your journey of reading our books. Question is an interesting technique to connect with the audience. And you didn't forget to do that. Starting with a question and a number of questions that all hooked us, think, and remain with you in your journey. The concepts are clear and your enunciation is superb. The language that you used, again, it appears as if you use it as the first language. Most of us, English is the second language, but it appears the way you use it, the jugglery of words, the confidence and the poise with which you use that language to express yourself appears as if it is your first language. Now, few things that I feel you can improve upon. First, when you dealt with this content, I said you have to reveal yourself. A lot of questions again ringing in my mind. What's your educational background? What's the family you come from? What's the place you, which planet you have dropped in? Or maybe if it is Mother Earth, which part of Mother Earth you are from? So all those questions are still ringing inside my mind. All those need to be integrated in an icebreaker. Now, delivery. Deliver the way I'm doing it. Stand up. Because I feel you have definitely going to carry the flag of success of Fireflies, the kind of potency that I see within you. So you need to get up so that you can jump ahead. Once you sit down, it will be difficult to jump, take a jump. So next time, get up and speak, and it will be quicker, easier for you to take a leap. Now, I find you have it in you. Do this, take on this baby step that you took today. I'm sure will be a giant step, not only for you, but also for the club. You're going to gallop and take on new responsibilities and new goals that you're going to achieve in times to come. So to summarize, I find you had a lot of potency and all ingredients are there in your speech. Craftsmanship of the speech can be improved further by talking more about yourself. Or delivery style is superb. With that, over to you, general evaluator of the day.
Thank you, Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Manoj. Timer, I hope you have the made the minutes of the meeting for the how much time the Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Manoj, has taken. Now, help me welcoming the second evaluator, Toastmaster Shubhayam, to evaluate the speech given by none other than Toastmaster Sandhya. Over to you, Evaluator Shubhayam.
Thank you, General Evaluator. To my target speaker, Toastmaster Sandhya. Your speech was a masterpiece of self-reflection and storytelling. The way you wove your personal experiences of mentorship into a compelling narrative, which was both engaging and profound. Your opening line, our chief want in life is to have someone who will make me the best version of myself. I felt that line immediately set the tone for the rest of your speech. Highlighting your first mentors, your mother, Professor Shobha Ghosh, Professor Hatekar, was definitely heartfelt and relatable because a lot of mentors are, in fact, teachers. But what truly stood out was your unique twist, wherein you were identifying your mistakes as your most impactful mentors. So this shift in perspective was very unexpected and monumental, and it left, I believe, a lasting impression on the audience. In fact, it was very reminiscent of Chetan Bhagat's 3 Mistakes of My Life, and it added a certain literary touch to your speech. Now, while your speech was captivating, it could have been delivered in a slightly better manner, and I will now walk you through the steps which I believe, if you undertake, could take your speech to greater heights. I noticed areas where, first of all, it could have been a tad bit more impactful. First, consider varying your vocal variety a little bit to emphasize your key points. For instance, when you were discussing the lessons from your mistakes, I felt a slower, more deliberate pauses would have been able to allow the audience to fully absorb the gravity of your message. Second, integrating a more descriptive examples to illustrate your mistakes. Like when you were mentioning your first mistake, wherein you have to be careful about the friends you choose, your professional challenges, and your financial missteps. All of these lessons, I felt, could have been made a tad bit more vivid and relatable. Overall, Toastmaster Sandhya, I believe that your speech is a testament to your ability to reflect deeply and to inspire others. So with a slight enhancement to vocal variety, and a few more illustrative examples, your delivery will reach even greater heights. Congratulations on a very memorable and ebullient performance. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Evaluator Shubhayan. Now, moving forward, well, it's important to get our messages across in the allowed time, and for the meeting to run according to the schedule, we have a most important personalities called a timer. A timer is Toastmaster Rakesh, which will now report on how we have done with the time. You may give your reports from your place. I would request Toastmaster Rakesh to unmute them, unmute themselves and just present a report.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Nidhi. So since this is the first time for me as taking up a role of timer, I counted the time taken by speakers and evaluators only. So forgive me for other things. So Toastmaster Rimsi took 4 minutes 42 seconds. Subhayan, Sandhya, Toastmaster Sandhya took 6 minutes 25 seconds. Toastmaster Manoj during the table topic segment, Toastmaster Manoj took 2 minutes 16 seconds. Guest Sunit took 1 minute 27 seconds. Guest Aryan took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Marutis took 1 minute and 29 seconds. Also, our evaluator one, Toastmaster Manoj took 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Toastmaster evaluator 2, Toastmaster Subhayan took 3 minutes and 12 minutes. Other than this, during this table topic segment only, Toastmaster or guest Tulsi took 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and our Toastmaster Sai took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. That's it from me. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Kudos to you, timer, and the Toastmaster Rakesh. There's always a first time for everything, as I was the first time being a general evaluator as well as the presiding officer. Now, moving forward, let's move on to the next. We'll hear from the word master and the grammarian, Toastmaster Ritika, who has been tracking the usage of the word of the day, ebullient, and listening for the good uses of language as well as the point for the improvements. Toastmaster Ritika, could you please come and provide your report?
Thank you, General Evaluator. So I'm presenting the grammarian's report for today's meeting. Word of the day, ebullient, was used 5 times. So the word of the day, ebullient, was used 5 number of times. It was used once by Toastmaster Rimsi, twice by Toastmaster Shubhayan, and by Toastmaster Manoj. So Toastmaster Manoj used the word in an adjective form, which was ebullient, and another he used the word in an adverb form, which was ebulliently. So it's very nice. Now, second is some of the improper uses and its correction. What helps me? Instead of this, we can write what helped me. What helped me. Second, always encourage me. It will be always encouraged me because it is in the past. So third is that I could not achieve in 2024. The correction could be that I could not be able to achieve in 2024. Some of the good usage of grammar were extremely profound. Second, carried by sweet talks. Third, envelope of my efforts. Fourth, lap of motherhood. Fifth, pinnacle of our life. Sixth, placebo effect. And sixth, carved with care. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Moving forward, Now I would like to call the R counter who tracks the usages of the verbal pauses, those R's, that comes out of our mouth very often. While we think this of a next thing to say and detract the audience from our messages, I would like to call our R counter Toastmaster Rahul. You may provide your report. Over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi. I would say it was a very good performance from everyone, and there was a significant improvement from the last two meetings, wherein I could see many of them had received multiple number of R's, or repetitive words, and there is significant improvement here. So I would give you very top of mind pointers. One is Toastmaster Kashif used R multiple times, 8, but still better than last time. Sandhya just 3 times, Bhuvi 7 times, and well, she also repeated words like I think, yeah, that kind of thing a couple of times. Rakesh Kumar used 4 times. Aryan used so 3 times, and that 2 times. Marutesh, because that's a repetitive word that was used as a filler. Then Tulsi 4 times, so like couple of times, and repeat word we should. And Ritika used so 1 time. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Over to you, Toastmaster Nidhi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul. Now I have few comments on the meeting as a whole. Timer, please monitor that my time should be between 2 to 3 minutes. I would like to first talk about the meeting structure. Let's start with the meeting structure. The meeting begin on time, which is always a great indicator of a discipline. I would like to thank our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster MC, and the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kashif, for conducting and opening the transition, highlighting the strength such as the energy and the clarity, and a beautiful topic, the topic for which describes full of energy or ebullience. Talking about the role players, I would like to thank Toastmaster Ritika, who did a great job of explaining the timing rules and giving a clear signals throughout the sessions. Now introducing an excellent word of the day ebullient, which was diligent in catching and interesting usages. And I'm assuming most of the Toastmasters folks throughout the meeting have used that word. I would like to thank our R counter and the grammarian and the timer for giving us the report on time. Talking about the first segment, the prepared speeches, which was given by the first speech was given by Toastmaster Rimsey, and I would believe that she has done the excellent job. It was not to be considered as the icebreaker, and she had that great level of confidence that it was not assumed to be a beginner speech. I would like to wish you all the very best for your upcoming projects. So moving forward to the Toastmaster Sandhya, who taught me on the personal note that the mistakes could be the mentors of our life and give a new narrative to the direction. Now, let's moving forward to the table topic session. Thank you, Toastmaster Bhuvi, for that vibrance and colorful topics, and the speakers who have shown the spontaneity and the quick thinking. I would quickly thank the guests, Suneet, Aryan, Marutesh, and Tulsi, for taking participation for our impromptu speech session. Overall, the audience was attractive and supportive throughout the meeting and providing the applause and engagement on our chat sections, which created a positive environment for all the speakers. With this, I would like to conclude that today's meeting was a great success with commendable coordination with all the folks and the members and contribution for the other folks. To make it even better, we could focus on the specific suggestions like people please join on the time, and firstly it would be on me as a presiding officer. I would encourage even other folks to join the meeting 5 minutes prior. I would like to thank the Toastmaster of the day and all the role players for their efforts. Let's continue strive for the excellence here moving forward. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, TMOD Kashif.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nidhi, for doing the general evaluation. With that, we have come to the end of today's meeting. Now I would like to pass it back to the presiding officer. Back to you again.
Nidhi, you're still muted.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kashif. With this, I would like to end our meeting. I would like to thank all the guests, including Tulsi, Amritesh, Sunit, and Narayan, for taking participation in this meeting. Uh, Moving forward, I would like to tell about the TLTV programs. I encourage all the EXCOM members to please join on Sunday. The venue has been changed from Thane to Mira Road. So please make sure the one who are going on, the one who are attending in person should attend and should make sure that they be reach on the time. Secondly, the one who are not in the city could please join via online modes on the Zoom, because it would help you to grow as a Toastmaster leaders, and it will help even for the club. I would like to end by this meeting by giving you one short inspirational story which has recently happened to me. I think people play the most important part of our life. As we started our journey in 2025, I really admire to have the people around me. I met few folks in my previous project, and they kind of encourage me and give a different direction to my life. The life which is just constitute of the materialistic aspects or the happiness, but they kind of transform me and give me a better version of the life. I would like to uh, tell people that with this 2025, you should grow as an individual, and I think book reading would be one of the most important habit. Please try to inculcate at least 10 minutes of a day to read 2 to 3 pages minimum, so that it will help you to make a better human versions of yourself. With this, I would like to hand it over to Toastmaster Sai.
I don't need the spotlight. I just wanted to remind you that we should launch the polls and also to ask our guests for feedback. So while I launch the polls, you can please ask the guests for feedback or have an interaction with our guests.
So, Tulsi, where are you? I mean, I'm not able to. Are you there? Okay, I think she's not. Suneet,
Yes.
how was your experience? Do you want some recommendation or the feedback for the club and for the meeting?
No, I enjoyed it. It was my second meeting in Fireflies, and I enjoyed it.
Okay. Are you planning to join a
Uh,
Toastmaster?
no, I have not yet arrived at a decision, but I'm still exploring. I'm going to some Toastmasters club in my area. So after that, I will be taking a decision.
I could see Cyril Paul. Toastmaster Cyril, where are you? Can you please spotlight
Hey guys.
Toastmaster?
Hi. Right, can you guys see me? Okay, yeah, very good.
For the one who doesn't know, Toastmaster Cyril was my mentor and an ex member of BKC Fireflies Toastmaster. How are you?
All good, all good. Good to see you literally rocking as the GE and as the president. Did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Great, great.
suggestions on the feedback, Toastmaster Cyril?
Doing really well. Nothing at all. I joined the fag end of the meeting. I just got it on YouTube and then quickly jumped on online. Doing a wonderful job, and it's great to be part of the fag end of the BKC Fireflies meeting. Good to see Sai, Sandhya, Kashif. You guys seem to have taken some kind of Botox treatment. You guys don't age at all. So, yeah, great. Let that continue. Back to you.
We have another guest, Aryan. Meanwhile, guys, please vote. Polls have been out. So, Aryan, how did you feel about this meeting? Was this
great.
your first time
This is my second time.
in
I attended
the
previously
Toastmaster
also.
BKCFF? I mean,
Yes,
Fireflies?
yes.
Okay, how was the experience?
It was great. It was great. But one thing that I recommend is that the frequency of meeting here is a little bit short. If it could have been every Thursday, it would be great.
Okay. So actually, Aryan, the folks in the Toastmaster BKCFF are quite occupied with their other stuffs, but yeah, we'll take your recommendation and we'll try to meet up more often. Since this is the January, we have the 5th Thursday, and we will be having our meeting soon on the 5th Thursday of this month. And that would be a speech marathon. So do attend that meeting. With this, the polls are out. Any guesses?
Wait. We have to speak to Ritika and Shubhai, and they're also guests, technically.
Okay. So, Mr. Evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Shubhain. Your name is quite difficult to pronounce. Could you just help me?